Hey guys, welcome to Jordan's Pod. Back for another one, episode 6, correct, Ryan?
Yes, sir.
Back for another one. This is the All Sports Podcast where we're just going to talk NFL, World Series, and actually any other sport in the world that we find a topic in. Ryan's back at it again for this one. And as you guys can tell, new guy, Riley, back at it.
What it do is Riley.
We're going to go over all this stuff. We're going to start with the World Series. And the Dodgers come out on top. My pick comes out wrong.
Dude, that game made me so mad.
Yeah, I feel you because there's a lot of controversy around that game specifically. And
I don't think they were going to win the series anyways. They could have won this game, though. They could have brought it 2-7.
I brought it to 7 for sure.
I picked the Dodgers to win it all anyways. I didn't think they were going to play the Rays, but they had a chance. Their pitcher,
Yep.
lights out.
Lights out, and you pull him when they pull him, and that's it. I don't see it. This is again why I don't deal with analytics or any of that stuff, because the game really doesn't work that way. You can try to break it down that way, but you can't break down certain big moments in how they play. No way. You can never can tell that for a baseball player. There's no way. Analytics are a joke in baseball. And I heard somebody on Facebook post this week, and I do agree.
Look at Riley over there.
What?
He's got something to say.
No, I mean, if he hits the next pitch is a home run, then you're mad that he's staying in the game anyway. So
Yep.
hindsight is always 20/20. But it's a weird time to take someone out in the game, especially in that magnitude of the game or whatever. But
Well, if you look back at the Twins, Jack Morris,
it's not the same
He
game
comes
as
in,
it was
pitches
in
the whole
1991,
thing.
dude. It's not the same game, dude. It's not the same.
it's not the same game. But
No.
you can't just
10
pull him
innings
like that.
in
He
a
gives
game
up a
set.
base hit.
10 innings in a game 7? 10 innings in a game 7.
That's
You,
But
you
he's
can't
not-
see people play whole basketball games. Like Jimmy Butler played like 43 out of the minutes in the finals game.
That's
you just
awesome.
don't see it anymore. People don't.
People
No,
don't
they
do
don't.
that.
Well,
That's why
It's
Jimmy
body.
Butler.
What is it? It's they miss all basketball games for it. It's called taking care of your body. Or whatever.
Yep.
oh yeah. Which is some bullshit, especially and the NBA players, they realized once they couldn't play how much fans really mean to the whole game and like what we love about it and why
Yeah.
we watch them, to watch the best players play. We don't want to see no
They
rest.
just realize they need to play to get paid. So they just want to make sure they get paid.
That makes sense. They're protecting them from their own.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, that's in a way, because I think about it in the way that I play.
Is that protecting anybody though? Pulling the pitcher?
No,
I
not
don't
if he's not if he's pitching that well. Don't.
He gave
Don't
up 2
give
hits.
up on
That
it.
was his second. The hit that they gave up was his second hit.
I mean, I've
The
coached.
coach didn't like the matchup, man.
I've coached baseball
He
games.
was
And
going against
I don't know. I mean, it's been part of a bad
coach
team.
didn't pull him, tried to let them lose the game. Like it wasn't his idea.
Well, yeah, he didn't. He obviously didn't. But if it worked, it worked. If it didn't, it didn't. Yeah. But
I mean, yeah,
They did pull the pitcher in the 15th
How
in the
ma-
playoffs.
and it worked.
How
and it
mad?
worked, you know what I mean? They got
How
to
mad
win.
was the pitcher when he got pulled off? As soon as he saw the
He was
manager,
so
he was
pissed.
like, "Oh my fucking god!" You could see.
Hey,
it
That's
all.
what I think you consult. Like, I don't know. I think you got to consult your players and be like, hey, we're gonna pull him. What do you guys think? What do you guys want to do? Because in a way, it does mean a lot to the guys on the field. Unless you think
There's
it's
something
gonna
for
be a
players,
slam
coaches.
dunk.
There's something for people who are players coaches, but
Players,
usually they're not
coaches.
in the fucking World Series. Oops.
That like. But you're in the fucking World Series. Like you said, you're in the fucking World Series.
For coaching how we coach all the way there. So why we judging
Well,
them?
I feel like-
They lost in Game 6. We knew they were gonna lose it. or Game 7 inning, it was like Dodgers were gonna win this World
I'm not
Series.
sure, but I feel like the Rays are actually one of them teams that had one of those opposite of a closer, a starter, or like whatever. So they pitch an inning or two,
Yeah.
and then they would go after
Yeah.
that. Like, so they would put in a relief guy right away, start him, and then have the starting pitcher go.
Yeah. I mean, my only thing is I just really don't like the analytics part of the game. Like, I get you can maybe break down how a guy hits the ball, but
It's the same with the Vikings against the Seahawks. We
Like,
go
shifts-
for it.
Shifts
go
work.
for it.
Shifts
Yeah,
work in
I'm not
baseball,
in.
right? Like teams use a shift based off analytics, and they usually work most of
It
the time.
does most of the time. But
People hit ones right up the middle, and it's all
Based on average.
But I feel like in a World Series game, you need to bank on the fact that this dude's willing to hit the ball wherever. This ball could go anywhere. Play the shit straight up. Don't play the analytics. Just play the game the way it's supposed to be played and see what happens.
But you got a guy who.
But then I guarantee it's hit up the middle, and people
Yeah.
are like, "Oh, if you played analytics, I get it. I mean, I do." And you're like, "Oh, maybe you opened up this hole." But it's not easier, I don't think, to hit a ball back up the middle.
But there's guys
It's
that
a
are
game of
consistent
baseball.
that will consistently get the bat on the ball and they'll hit it up the middle. And they would get a base hit every time. Their average would be fucking elite if they didn't put a shift on them. Because they can always hit the ball. They always hit the ball. They don't.
That's the thing about
like
baseball
Joe
analytics.
Mauer. That
the
dude
game of
always hit the
baseball.
ball.
But Joe Mauer could pick going like he would.
He can pick wherever you want to go. But there's guys that will always hit the ball.
There, yeah, but usually it's people. You usually got the fuck. You usually got the shift on for pull hitters. Like it's
Yeah.
not usually the other way at all. So it's people who are always ahead of the ball.
Yeah, because I get that
And I was
pull
trying to
hitter, you
turn
want
him
to
in.
pull, you want to pull in, you want to pull the like. That's fine.
How
So
easy
guys
is
like
it?
Miguel
That's not that
Sano,
Yeah.
like but Miguel Sano, like guys like that who are
He
just
should know how
looking
to
to
put a
turn.
bunt down though. He should know how to be able to put a punt down.
Yeah.
And get to
Yeah, that's what I've always thought. Against the shift, you should. Why aren't people
Throw a
throwing
bunt
this?
down. Yeah, and again, it's throw a bunt down.
It
because
can
the
be
game
to
is
the third
that
base. It
small.
can be a long bunt, dude. It doesn't have to be a dude, but just hit it slowly that way, dude. And you.
What does
Just
analytics
that
say
way.
about that?
Make the pitcher go get it, because that's even if I like. It don't make sense to me.
No. Again, there was another. I don't want to stay on baseball too long, but another COVID topic comes running in on this one. Justin Turner for the
Dude,
Dodgers
that
tested
movement-
positive in the 8th inning, and they
pulled him in. I thought they would have to have a COVID test before.
They did.
Before
they
They
tried.
got the test off in like the second inning. I think I seen.
That
Yeah.
is
And
so
by the
dumb.
8th inning, they got him out of the game. But it's just like,
That's so dumb.
It doesn't.
it's
It does
sneaky,
not
but
work.
It doesn't matter. You're not gonna take the win away from them.
No, but
Just
it's
doesn't
dumb.
happen.
It's dumb that that's even a thing. Like they pulled him in the middle of the game, and the guys are like,
That's
"Oh, we
not-
don't know. He might be hurt." And it's like, no, actually,
It's like at this
the
point,
test
that
results came in the middle of the game, and they're like, "Oh shit, that's weird."
Because I mean, I suppose if you went to a court case and they say, "Oh, the NFL knew in the 8th inning to pull him out, they should have pulled him out," and then they pull him out. Well, I guess they covered their own asses in that part, but then he was able to come back out and celebrate with his team. So
they
why
didn't want
wouldn't
him
he?
to.
But he did.
What are you
They
gonna do?
allowed it.
You ain't gonna just.
We already won.
Box them
bro.
all.
We already won. We're the champions.
Right.
You can't say shit now.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly where you run. NFL, Odell Beckham Jr. done for the year.
Oh yeah. He's always hurt. They were showing the first couple of years he barely missed any time, but the last few seasons he's
You play for the Browns, you want to miss games too.
not this year, dude. They're fine.
They're an okay team though, but I get where you're coming from. I mean,
They're
they haven't
fine.
been good, but now in a year where maybe people are saying, "Is this Believeland?" and he's out now. But this team's good enough to continue to win without him. So
Yeah, but I don't see them being
Bakers.
ahead of the Steelers and the Ravens. So like they could be a good
They could,
10
they
and 6
could,
team as they
but
want,
the
but
Ravens'
they wouldn't
defense
be in
is-
the playoffs.
that Ravens defense is legit. They could throw three teams into the
Well, they
playoffs.
just got our guy.
They could.
Yeah, the Ravens got unique now, and I don't know how you stop the Ravens, but.
Just like really short up that D. That needed to be short up.
Right.
And the Vikings gave up on a D that needed to really be sure.
And we didn't pick up Everson Griffin. He goes to the Lions.
Right.
Yeah, it goes to the
What?
Lions. Let one of your better players.
Come
This
on,
is something
dude.
what we should have
I
talked about
want,
then.
I
But
want
holy
Everson
shit!
Griffin's crazy.
Yeah, but let
Every
Everson
game
go
of
there.
the week.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have Everson back on the squad.
It's different. You bring in that leader. You
Yes,
bring
it
in
is.
that
I
mind.
love that.
Would have been a great move. I mean, Ev
He
is
was
the way
fun.
to go. That would have brought back a little spark.
He's a nice mental health guy too.
Yeah,
he had a moment with the Vikings and they rallied against him.
And that was the thing.
I've
Like,
been singing the whole time.
yeah, dude. Don't let the little gnome.
Hey,
Don't let that little gnome dug your head in there.
Dude, he's probably literally right in front of me that whole first time.
You can't hide
He could have
behind
been.
him.
Well, people think he's in. There's
He's
Riley.
in.
If he didn't see Riley,
What
then
up,
he was-
Cam?
Riley Shea, aka Gnome.
But yeah, I mean, again, it is what it is.
Yeah. So should we talk about the scores last week then? or-
Yeah, let's jump into that.
So we were just talking about the Browns. They pulled off a win against the
Stunner.
Bengals, 37-34.
I think that was a 37-34. That was a stunner back there.
That was a good game. Me and Riley were so hyped up. Well, he picked the Bengals, but
They
like
covered, believe it.
they and
That's
they missed an extra
3.5 and
point.
homeboy missed the extra point for me. High five on that. Yes.
Browns kicker definitely had some money on it too. He just wanted to make sure they won, and then missed, so he covered, so he win big. Lions beating the Falcons 23-22.
Again, the Lions are better than people give them credit for, but the Falcons are not a good football team.
Yeah, that's talking about people that are always hurt. Matt Stafford's about to get hurt this year again.
Cool.
It's about that time.
It's about that time.
It's about that time. He's going on one of those runs like they went on a few years ago. I just think it's going to end in the playoffs. But
Well, they're not going to make
if
the
the
playoffs.
Vikings aren't going to do it, go Lions. Go Juice.
I don't feel it.
I don't like the Lions.
I don't feel that. Fuck the Lions, fuck the Packers, fuck the Bears, fuck them all.
Amen.
I mean,
bro.
fuck them all for sure. That's why this week it's like, God, I got to go with the Vikings.
Bills beating the Jets 18-10. I did not watch that game.
18-10. I mean, that's not good for the Bills. And again, why the Bills
In
the playoffs will
didn't
probably
need the
fall
playoffs,
slightly short.
No, they're gonna be in the playoffs.
they're gonna fall slightly short of
Once you're in there, man,
AFC champions.
right? Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Yes, you are correct. That's why you go out there and you play the game, I guess.
And Bills
That's
are
why we
nice.
play
Bills
the
are
damn
nice
game.
on-
Bills are.
Bills are nice on defense.
As Denny
And you
Green
got
once
Josh
said,
Allen, he throw it up.
He throws
that's why we
picks.
play the damn game.
We've got the Panthers losing to the Saints 24-27.
Pretty much.
Teddy, still my boy.
Teddy's a G.
I'm pretty sure they were winning this game, and
Yeah,
then
we're
the
supposed
Sa-
to win.
and the Saints came back.
This
Cowboys
week,
are terrible. Sorry, Mom. That's a struggle. They lost 3-25 against the Washington football team. That's their
Andy
garbage.
Dalton got donked.
Oh yeah, he's got the concussion, so now they're on their third string quarterback. Who knows his name? I don't know.
If it's that painter guy.
Paint walls and shit.
Yeah, that's his
Let's
name. His name was
see.
Painter.
Painter. He
That's
must.
gonna suck.
paint.
But I'm probably wrong. That was a few years ago, so don't take me at that word, I guess.
That's where we're at with the Cowboys quarterback situation.
I mean, that's where you're at, and that's where you're at with the whole. And I mean, right now the Minnesota Vikings, as bad as they've played in what is that, the NFC East, or the Vikings are in it. You're in it.
We're not
still in it, dog.
We're not in it. The Minnesota Vikings are not in the NFC North.
We're
No,
still
we can't
in
even
the
win a
playoff
wild card.
picture, bro.
I just hope we can win a damn game.
Coming off a bye week, it was a whole new
We're gonna
season,
win
man.
this week. We're gonna
That was all
pop one in.
preseason games.
We're gonna pound that shit in.
Against the Vikings rival this week, the Packers beat the Texans 35-20.
We already beat the Texans, by the way.
We beat them. I
Texans.
told you guys we would beat them. I was
Been
right.
right. This week you went with the Packers, but
Okay, next game. Next game. We'll talk about that anymore. The Steelers pulled off a win against the Titans, 27-24. That was a really good game.
Yeah, that was a great football game. And again, Pittsburgh is a great football team led by a head coach who's been there, done it, and I think that's why he got it done. But Vrabel, again, keeps coming up, keeps putting a good team out there.
He's a good coach.
I do. He's one of those players coaches, but he's been there, he's done that, and
They know him. They know he's been there.
Right,
They
right,
respect him
exactly.
already.
yeah, like it's like one way Jared Pistolka told it to me one time. He's like, if you want to be a physical trainer or a personal trainer, he's like, if you're 300 pounds and look like shit, but maybe you know all the stuff, you get like
Nobody's gonna respect.
nobody's
you for
gonna be
that.
like, oh, I want to follow this guy's plan.
Right? No, that's the same.
You could have the worst plan in the world, but if you got a six-pack, people are going to be like, oh, that's what this guy did. He ate
Right.
McDonald's 3 days a week, and,
Right.
you know, he did this. It's like, no, it doesn't work for everybody, but hey, go ahead and try it. See what happens when you get fatter.
Bucks beating the Raiders 45-20.
Yes, sir.
Tommy B.
Tom Brady
Back
again,
for
Nelson,
another
that man.
ring.
Nelson, your bet's
Back
over.
For another ring.
Tom Brady is the man. I said it the other night to Nelson. I said it. I think he cemented it. I said the longer he keeps playing at this level, I think he's the GOAT.
Oh, dude, he's the GOAT.
I don't want to hear the real side statement to some of the people who know me. I don't want to hear about LeBron James. I don't. But the longer Tom Brady keeps playing,
Dude,
and
he's
playing at this
already
level,
the best. He's alright.
Right, Tom Brady's the GOAT.
I don't know, but
He's
he
the GOAT of
cemented it.
football.
If you thought otherwise, you thought I get that you think maybe
Nah, there's
Brady
still gonna
is
be Tom Brady haters out there. There's
always,
still-
but the
there's
guy
still
is a
gonna be Tom
7th round pick. Like he did
Brady.
it.
Sixth round pick.
He did it the right way.
But yeah, he did.
Came up, went into beat potentially what some people call the best quarterback prospect, the best pure quarterback ever in Peyton Manning, and beat him. The guy went out there on a football field and beat Peyton Manning. When people gave that guy the credit, nobody. I mean, I get it, and now the longer he keeps playing,
I was Brady and Belichick.
but it's not anymore. That's why this year means a lot.
It's so sweet watching him do good. And
It is.
It's not do
It
good.
is.
I love it.
It is.
Cam Newton got benched.
Yeah, I'll bet you too.
What do we got here? Chiefs beating the Broncos 43-16.
Snow game.
Pat Mahomes.
Pat played bad.
What was the score?
43-16
Who? What?
against the Broncos. In
Oh,
a,
they
in a
killed
snow
them?
game, yeah.
In a snow game, but,
Oh,
but
Special teams came out big for Kansas City. They had a 102-yard kick.
yeah, they had a pick six.
Ooh.
Just a
Was it a good team win?
Yep.
good team.
Yeah.
Team win
Very good team.
again.
They had to stir up their offense by getting Le'Veon Bell. But
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
43 points sounds like a disrupt that offense.
Jaguars losing to the Chargers 29-39. Didn't watch that game.
Dude, Herbert's nice. man.
Herbert is nice.
He was low key. I mean, Joe Burrow's
He's nice,
the man,
bro.
but like Justin Herbert is
Dude,
like
he's light.
they're good. That team could be good.
Dude, like they said,
And
in
their record does not show for. They're 2-4.
Dude, they're good.
dude, they are a
They
good
are.
team.
It
Like,
sucks. Is Derwin James out for the year? I think.
yeah, he's out for the year.
Yeah,
He's done.
see?
It's over.
Their team would be so much better, dude. He's such a good player. But yeah,
Derwin James is good. And
he's like a young Jamal Adams.
good head coach, good players.
He's a game changer when he's on the field.
Yeah,
And now he's gone.
But he's out for the, he didn't play all
Out for
the
the
year, I
year.
don't think, but
I
it's
still
like-
think like
it's
next year
crazy to see him Herbert come in and just
and play this
he's
well.
playing
He's
so good, dude.
he's
I like it.
he's a machine. I mean, and people called him out for, like his teammates laughed at him at Oregon. And
Like he was a me person.
no, not a me person, but like he was just like, hey, we're running triangle at 25.
No one does.
Greg, or like he'd give a pump up speech and like, let's go boys, like we're gonna win this game
Just
tonight.
quiet. Whisper.
Like let's go.
But in
We
his
got
head,
this.
he'd be raging in his head.
But he came out here and he did it, and 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 I think with an Anthony Lynn led team,
Top
I think
five
that
forward.
fits. Anthony Lynn has done well.
But
Leslie Frazier was who he was, but
like that. 49ers whomping the Patriots 33-6. Cam Newton getting benched after 3 interceptions, looking like a chump.
looking like a chump, but he's played well, and the Patriots just have no receivers. And again, that's why Brady got out. So
Yeah.
Well, dude, he made all those receivers good.
he did, and
What
that's
did he ever have?
Wes Welker is good regardless, man.
Wes Welker was
Randy
good.
Moss
Randy,
is
Edelman is.
Randy Moss is a
Randy.
receiver. I'm pretty sure he was on it.
had Randy Moss, had Chad Ochocinco for a while,
He
Chad
had-
Johnson again.
He had Hernandez.
Oh
Alright.
yeah, Aaron
Yeah,
Hernandez.
Aaron
the
Hernandez,
dog,
you are who you are. Well,
The dog.
the dog, I'll never
not
forget.
like
his-
Vic, not like Vic.
Mike Vick, I'm all in. I love dogs, but that guy did what he did. He's owned up to his mistakes. It's over. Michael Vick is a good man. He's a good man.
Speaking about some runners, we got the Seahawks against the Cardinals. Really awesome game. Overtime.
Oh, baby.
Go Cards, baby. Go Cards. Go Kyler Murray.
37-34 in overtime.
Yep.
Really
Go
good
Cards.
game. I was so
I can't
hyped.
believe that DK Metcalf touchdown got
I
called
believe
back.
that jacket belongs
We
to
went,
Mr.
we
Gilmore.
went crazy.
Dude, me and Riley were in the
He
middle of
needed,
the.
he needed DK
I-
to score to win on fantasy, and he needed the Seahawks to get that touchdown to win,
No.
and it didn't happen.
Because they would have covered still if they would have scored. I'm pretty sure.
Oh shit.
And so because I picked the Cardinals, so I needed them. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. All I know to beat Nelson at the end of the game in that overtime before they kicked the field goal. Had Kyler Murray connected with Christian Kirk right before the field goal in the end zone, he almost pulled it in one-handed. That would have been a swing, and I would have beat Nelson, and it would have been absolutely unreal. But Nelson beat me.
I'm still in
Hindsight's 20/20.
Hindsight's 20/20, but he pulls that catch in, and people say the same thing. Oh, what if he missed it?
Yeah, it's the next Odell Beckham if he pulls that catch in.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
actually what
So yeah, that was a really good game. And Metcalf chasing them down. That was,
Oh, talk about don't give up. That was so sick.
that was, and DK Metcalf is the man.
Dude,
He
he was
is-
like
he
a
is-
lion chasing a gazelle.
I believe that jacket belongs to Mr. Gilmore.
yeah. Just
You
tackling
didn't see
them
that
up.
on Facebook. That was cool.
Monday night game, Bears losing to the Rams 10-24.
10-24. It was a sleeper. It was kind of a defensive game.
That was a Bears versus Rams.
But it is
Yeah.
Rams versus Bears. Khalil Mack, Aaron Donald. They talk more about the defensive players than they did about the quarterbacks.
Yep.
But that's okay.
Cool, because that's what both teams really. Well, yeah, for now. So I guess record-wise,
Let's run into these picks. Ryan, you want to do the picks?
well,
Find out what we scored last week.
we've got a guest record. Now Jordan Nelson started us off there. He was 3-2 on his picks. He got the Browns game right and the Bills game right. Next, Fester, he's 4-1. He's got the Packers, the Steelers, and the Bucks. And myself 4-1. We got the Chiefs, the Chargers, and the Cardinals. And then for that extra game bonus, we all got to pick on the Monday night game, and we all picked the Rams. So those are the records. This week we've got our new guest on, Riley. He's also my roommate, if y'all didn't know.
Rubies for life.
Yeah. So we're gonna give him a shot to get in on the guest record. We're gonna give him the last 4 games since Jordan had the first 4 last week. And then I will go first. Jordan will go second, and we'll see how it goes. So, first game I've got is a tough one: the Steelers versus the Ravens. I think the Ravens are going to toss them their first loss. Ravens. Jets versus the Chiefs. The Chiefs are going to whomp them. Rams versus the Dolphins. Gosh. The Rams are just crazy, but I got the Chiefs in this one as well. Or not the Chiefs, Jesus. The Rams.
Chiefs, I was like, oh.
I'm looking at them here. And then the last game for me is the Colts versus the Lions. And I think
It's a toughie.
that one's tough too. I think the Lions are going to pull that one off too. So, those are my picks. We'll give Jordan the next four.
What do I got? What is
You've got the
mascot now?
Patriots versus the Bills.
Bills.
We've got the Raiders against the Browns.
Raiders.
The Raiders in LA.
In Las Vegas, bro.
Vegas.
Jesus.
LV.
Vikings, Packers.
Vikings.
Yes, sir.
And then the last one for you is the Tennessee Titans against the Bengals. Titans. And now Riley, hope you've been studying. We got a little comeback to go on record here. So we've got the first game for you, the Chargers against the Broncos.
Chargers.
Okay. Saints versus the Bears.
Saints.
Hate the Saints. 49ers against the Seahawks.
Seahawks.
And then the Toilet Bowl on Sunday night. The Cowboys versus the Eagles.
Carson Wentz.
Yeah, let's go. Jets. Eagles.
And then Monday night we've got the Bucks versus the Giants, and I've got the Bucks winning that one. Jordan,
Bucks.
Riley,
12.
Yeah,
Bucks. All right,
Bucks. That's a straight sweep.
those are the picks for the week. I think we all might get them all right this week, but I don't know.
We might. We'll see.
It should be a
You
good week
guys
of football.
take
The
it.
Vikings are back. That's cool.
Vikings are back. Dalvin Cook's playing as of today. Dalvin Cook's in.
Yeah, let's go Vikes.
So
Who would you have picked in this game, Riley? Vikes, Packers?
I'll pick the Vikes every time.
Yeah.
Every time. every time. Stupid question.
All right, fair enough.
Guys, again, don't forget to hit subscribe. Love this podcast. I love to continue to grow it. Guys, there's going to be more guests. I love having Riley on today. It was awesome. You guys are going to be hearing a little bit more from Riley
Lot of fun.
in the upcoming future. Ryan, again, I'm so glad we decided to do this. And
It's fun, dude. I've definitely.
it's a good time. We love it. I love all y'all.
Back
Until
at you.
next time.
Drive safe.
Yes.
Drive safe.